So why does Build a Battalion exist? What is our mission and what is it we can deliver for your team? Well, we know that businesses study and adopt lessons from the military on strategy, operations, and leadership. So why do business leaders study what we do in the military? Number one, leadership. Military leaders have to motivate their soldiers to do incredibly brave and superhuman tasks under the toughest of conditions. Business leaders want to learn what great generals and admirals have done to lead effectively in these complex environments. Conversely, they want to know what didn't work. What were the failures of leaders that weren't victorious? What did they do wrong? And what can they teach us in the business world so we're not making the same mistakes they faced when decisions were tough, just like the high stakes world of business? The second thing that we can learn from studying the military as business leaders: organizing for decisive, strategic, operational, and tactical execution. What do I mean by that? Well, in an increasingly dynamic and quickly changing global business environment, business leaders need to align all aspects of their business operations based on strategic intent so that they can remain agile and able to rapidly adapt to changes in the marketplaces driven by increasing competition for an extremely empowered and intelligent customer base. They're studying how military leaders can take concepts like commander's intent, mission command, and use them to communicate clearly and effectively what the strategic, operational, tactical objectives are for your organization. That is a game changer. For business, this translates into learning how to translate your OKRs, your high level metrics, and operational thrust into concepts like mission command, where you're empowering your subordinate managers and leaders and teams to do what they need to do. Things like simple SOPs, problem solving frameworks for repeatability that can sustain a competitive edge. That's what business leaders want to learn about and sustain so that their operations are resilient no matter what challenges appear in the marketplace or in the factory floor. They want lines of effort and operation clearly mapped out to achieve the milestones and objectives that their business is looking for. And they want to maximize resiliency in things like logistics and IT infrastructure. And so they want to have that ability to pivot by integrating core business functions so that they can identify risk, opportunities, and leverage resources like talent, finances, material, and other powerful enablers to take strategic action and execution quickly and effectively to stay ahead of the competition. So the bottom line is businesses want to create clarity, tempo, and staying power so they can out-decide, out-execute, and outlast competitors. And that's why they're studying what the military does, what they've done in the past, what military leaders can teach them. But here's the thing. Most of what really translates for businesses is at the battalion level. Really, for mid-sized businesses and small businesses, it's the battalion level operations, processes, and execution that really is where the magic is. Businesses can learn a lot from understanding how battalions gather intelligence to drive decisions in resource operations, managing people, logistics, information, and finance. So our mission at Build a Battalion is to coach, mentor, and facilitate the adoption of those proven level battalion systems and processes so that small, medium-sized businesses can gain clarity, drive decisions, and dominate their environment. And we can help your team accomplish this by teaching things like structured problem solving and coaching and mentoring your team to use proven problem-solving frameworks and decision-making processes. We can also teach and coach leadership principles with an emphasis on your frontline and middle management, because training your frontline supervisors how to become leaders that are resilient, caring, and capable servant leaders that know how to lead and how to develop their teams to do the right things your business needs is a powerful differentiator in today's economy. And then finally, the most important thing that we think is the key to success at the battalion level and is really translatable over to your business or your organization in the civilian world is synchronizing staff functions and operations. We can teach, mentor, and implement strategies and processes so that your core business function leaders know how to think, plan, and act as a staff that solves problems and resources action. Getting your HR, business development, finance, supply chain functions to work with and support key operations that you need to capture your strategic goals and stay ahead of your competition. In fact, right now we're getting ready to launch our Common Operational Picture course. And if you don't know what a common operational picture is and what it provides, it's that single source of shared real-time critical data, context, and status across all your teams and systems in your business. And it transforms how your business functions, make faster, better calls, and unifies all your data dashboards into one live view, which will help you cut decision-making time and act confidently when there's ambiguity going on in your operational environment. And we have 3 plank owner slots that are 100% free for you to sign up for, but there's only 3 of them. All that we ask is that you provide us feedback on that course once you take it and you implement it in your organization. So get it now while you can, free for life by becoming a plank owner. Click on the link below to go to the course and sign up for it before these 3 plank owner slots are gone. So to summarize what Build a Battalion's mission is and how we can help your organization gain clarity and drive decisions and dominate their environment. Working with Build a Battalion, we can coach and mentor your team, and we can facilitate your strategic planning sessions to get your team ready for decisive execution at scale by helping you translate military strategy, processes, and systems into an execution decision engine that will empower your teams with flexible problem-solving frameworks, also help you install better standard operating procedures, SOPs, and conduct better after-action reviews or retrospectives on what's going on in your organization so you become a better and adaptable learning organization. And finally, we teach your leaders at your core business functions, your command staff, your frontline supervisors, how to think and act in a unified manner that solves problems, drives decisions, and makes your team unstoppable. To get more insights like this, hit the like button below and subscribe to our YouTube channel so you know when we release new content that you and your team can leverage to gain clarity, drive decisions, and dominate your environment. Also, visit us at buildabattalion.com and get even more information on how your business can implement tactics, techniques, and procedures that are proven at the battalion level and can work for your business now and in the future.